Hello, my fellow oddities. Welcome to another episode and a new painting. Today we are going to be starting our red-eyed tree frog. Please remember, if it's your first time, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, go ahead and share with all your friends. Also, while you're at it, I've got a website. Go ahead and take a visit to it. I've got all sorts of stuff available on there to help support me. And now that that's out of the way, we're going to get right into today's video. So, as per usual, we're going to start with our 2x2 grid, and from there I'm just going to be transferring over some details. You can find the reference images in the links in the descriptions down below. Those will be provided. I have one with the grid and one without the grid, so that way if you do not know how to put the grid over the image, it's already provided for you. And like I said, from here we're just going to draw on some of the basic details. I ended up spending about a half an hour drawing on details. I usually only try and spend about 10-15 minutes, but I wanted to make sure I got all the basic shapes lined up and everything before I started slapping some paint on this bad boy. So now that we have all of our basic shapes drawn on here, I'm going to do a burnt sienna wash. That way it helps tie all that stuff down. And from there, I will use a paper towel to try and just kind of mock up some of the shadows and highlights and things like that. And from there, I'll start slapping on some paint. Obviously, this one's going to use a whole lot of green and yellow and just a little bit of red, blue, and orange, obviously. So we're just going to get a whole bunch of those colors out, mix them up, and do our best to color match them up, and we'll go from there. So for these greens, I just started off with some phthalo green, and I just added a little bit of raw umber to it to help darken it up a tiny bit. And below that, I used the same phthalo green and mixed in just a little bit of cadmium yellow. And then when I did the frog, I mostly used cadmium yellow with just a little bit of phthalo green in it. And I used various shades of yellow ochre as well to help add different tones in there. So for the blue, I just used cobalt blue, and for the reds, I just used some cadmium red, and then when I went to the orange, I mixed in just a little bit of cadmium yellow to it to make sure I got that really bright, vibrant orange color. That's going to do it for this episode, and our block-in is done. If you've been following along, then you should have come up with something relatively close to this. I love how this is coming out already. Please make sure you're subscribed, hit that like button, go ahead and share it, and remember to take a visit to my website, and I will see you in the next episode.